Two of the 7 Henrico deputies charged with second-degree murder in the death of an inmate who died while in custody are now out on bond.
Attorneys reveal what they say a videotape shows in the moments leading up to the death of an inmate as the deputies charged in his death appear in court.
Well, I think it's very important that we see that footage as soon as possible. It's certainly far too soon to point fingers at any individual.
And we take a look at what happens when somebody experiencing a mental health crisis is taken by police under an emergency custody order to the hospital. Why might they be taken to the jail from there?
Senator Creed Deeds asking for better facilities and better training.
It's so important that before we make too many judgments, we found out exactly what happened. To me, this story speaks to the urgency of getting crisis intervention training for 100% of our law enforcement officers.
The CBS 6 News at 6 starts right now.
We have complete in-depth coverage on that story for you tonight. Good evening. I'm Janine Samuels.
And I'm
Back here at 5:55, and a high-profile civil rights attorney is joining the legal team for Irvo Otieno's family. 7 Henrico County deputies are now charged with Otieno's murder while in a mental hospital. Attorney Benjamin Crump announced he's joining Otieno's team.
He's represented families in several prominent police killings, including George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. He joins a team that's already started presenting their case against the deputies. Pierre Thomas explains.
Among the disturbing accusations allegedly caught on video, the 7 deputies holding Otieno down for 12 minutes, even as he's handcuffed.
It's just cruel and a demonstration of power that is unlawful. I mean, it killed him.
A preliminary cause of death, asphyxiation. And the prosecutor says there's another video from before he was transported, allegedly showing Otieno being punched in the chest and pepper sprayed by 3 of the deputies.
While he was in the cell alone, not posing a danger to anyone.
Deputies are also accused of a cover-up, with prosecutors claiming that they washed Otieno's handcuffs and did not call the Virginia State Police to investigate for more than 3 hours after Otieno died at the hospital. Authorities say the Henrico Sheriff's deputies brought Otieno to the hospital on March 6 at 3:58 p.m. to admit him as a patient. State investigators were told he became combative during the admission process, but the prosecutor said today there was no evidence of Otieno being combative.
If convicted, the officers face up to 40 years in prison. But the attorney for one of the officers said today, when all the evidence comes in, his client will be vindicated. Pierre Thomas, ABC News, Washington.
All right, Pierre, thank you. The Otieno family and their attorneys will hold a news conference later today in Dinwiddie. They are expected to watch that surveillance video in question.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 5, verse 25, and it reads this. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Koholayim La, Albanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. St. Matthew chapter 5, verse 25 from the top, and it reads this. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Now, as you heard and just saw in this news clip, you had about, I want to say probably about 5 Jakes and maybe 2 Edomites literally beat this one Jake to death, police officers in, I want to say Richmond, Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, as we know, in this truth, man, we're supposed to agree with our oppressors and agree with our adversaries quickly, especially, law enforcement, etc., man. We're not supposed to, cause tension to, to raise any type of problems, to elevate a situation that can be resolved quickly, And obviously, like you just saw, you saw, I want to say about 5 Jakes, maybe, or maybe even 6. I'm not too sure, but Israelite cop is the worst ones, man, especially when they're trying to prove themselves to their daddy, okay, the so-called self-proclaimed white man. And also, again, too, man, we know that this was judgment from Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, so we're supposed to agree with our adversary quickly, man, regardless if you know you're right and they're wrong, man. You know, you live this live to see another day, man. You know, don't cause no issues, man. You know, don't try to get your point across. You know, yes, sir, no problem. Here you go, sir. You know, just follow, you know, the protocol, man. Okay, but you know, Jake feels he has to prove something, man. And again, man, Salakia, these Israelite cops are the worst, man. They're worse than Esau, man, because they feel like they have to prove something to their slave master, man. Okay, and also, you know, you should also be applying this right here. Let's get this precept. And I'll try to, you know, make this as short as possible. But, you know, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Rak Dazah, this is edifying and uplifting to the truth and say Akim wa Akwaf, and informative and edifying. There's the book of Proverbs 15, verse 1. A soft answer, okay? A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. So look, man, again, even if you're right and they're wrong, you know, because they might, you know, you don't know how these police officers' day is going. You don't know how, you know, they're going to react to you or act towards you. So it's better off to have a soft answer, man, to cooperate, okay? Period, man. It's not about showing how manly you are, or you know that you feel disrespected. Oh, fucking well, man. We'll have our time, man. When this place is destroyed and we're raised up in the rulership, we'll have our time, man. But right now, we have to follow the guidelines of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Period, man. There's no way around it, man. So again, Proverbs 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath. So I'm pretty sure, man, you know, obviously, you know, these police, I don't know how it went down, obviously, but I'm pretty sure Jake was, you know, probably being a smart ass because he felt like he was disrespected, or, you know, whatever the case may be, man. And also, too, man, this is of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? So you should be giving a soft answer, man. Matter of fact, let me read this real quick. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 33, verse 4. Prepare what to say, and so thou shalt be heard, and bind up instruction, and then make an answer. Because a lot of our people don't think before they speak, man. Okay? A lot of our people, you know, just blurt out shit and don't think about the repercussions and what's the word I'm looking for? Salaki, man. I'm tongue tied right now. The repercussions or the results. That's it right there. The results they're going to get from what they say, man, because there's power in the tongue, man. As you read in the scripture, you know, Proverbs 18, verse 21. Okay? Let me read that real quick. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So that's why it's always good to give a soft answer. It's always good to apply Sirach 33, verse 4. Let me read that again. Prepare what to say. So think about what you're going to say and how it's going to be perceived and received to the person that you're saying it to, man. Okay, and obviously, man, you know, I'm pretty sure these cops just ain't pull this dude over or however it went down and just start whooping his ass, man. It was some type of a conversation that was exchanged to get to that point. Prepare what to say, and so shalt thou be heard, and bind up instruction, and then make an answer. And also, too, let me say this, man. I'm not, you know, justifying these wicked Israelites or these Edomites' behavior and what they did to this Jake. I'm just, you know, giving you the facts, man. Period. I'm just giving you the facts, man. Because at the end of the day, everything is of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And as a matter of fact, since I said that, let's get this real quick. Because a lot of these Israelites are of their father, the devil, man. Okay, and as I've stated in prior lessons, man, you've got Jakes basically telling Edomites, you're not wicked enough. You're not doing it right. Let me show you how it's done. And this is a prime example of that. Okay, I'm gonna go straight to the precept. This is St. John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil. Okay, those Jakes that you saw in the picture, okay, they are of their father, the devil, Esau, man. Okay, because 2/3 of our people have cleaved onto the ways of the heathen, man. Okay, and who's the main heathen in rulership? Okay, who did everybody want to be like at some point of time? The Edomites, man. Look at them right here. Look at them. I'll pause it. Look at them. 1, 2. I'm not too sure if that woman is a Edomite or a Jake, but I'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4. And she might be. So we'll say five Israelites. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust thereof your Salakia, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And our people have gravitated to that custom, man. Okay, just like Esau's a liar, a murderer, our people have elevated above that status, man. Okay, as it says in Jeremiah chapter 5, our people have overpassed the deeds of the wicked, man. And this is pure wickedness, man. Okay, but at the end of the day, like I said, man, I'm not justifying what these wicked ass cops did. Okay, these slave patrols, okay, with these wicked Israelites and these wicked Edomites. But man, hey, look, man, nobody perishes being innocent, man. Matter of fact, let's jump this real quick. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. Because the Lord gave us a way to avoid punishment. He gave us a way to prosper and live and have peace. But our people have transgressed and went against that. So this is the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 7. I'm going to start off at verse 20, and it reads this. For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. And 2/3 of our people despise the law, statutes, and commandments, the order, the blueprint of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. So why do you think 2/3 of our people are being slaughtered, man? It's the Lord given the commandment to do so to our people, man. Okay, the Most High is not rocking with 2/3 of our people that's not coming back to him, man. Okay, you're getting judged, man. Verse 21. For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came what they should do to live. Okay, why do you think he got the prophets out here right now telling you the truth? Okay, warning you, letting you know that you're Israelites, telling you to come back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and to follow his law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Okay, because we are rehearsing the righteous acts. Okay, but we're also fearing and repenting and attempting to do what the Lord told us to do, man. Okay, we're changing our minds, we're changing our life, okay, to the best of our ability in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. And we give you those answers and what you need to do to observe, to avoid punishment, to avoid judgment, to avoid death. But 2/3 of our people, what do? They mock, they scoff. They disregard the message that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is giving them, okay, right now in this time through his prophets, man. Verse 22. Nevertheless, they were not obedient. Okay, our people are hard-headed. So with you being hard-headed, what happens? Judgment, man. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him and imagined vain things. And that's what our people are doing, man. They speak against the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I've literally heard Jake say, I'm not going to worship no God that kills people and does this and does that. What type of God is that? That's a just, balanced God. That's a righteous, merciful God, man. Okay? That's balance, man. Okay? Do you see that our people have literally cleaved onto that lie that the Most High is all love. Like the Most High don't get mad. He don't get sad. He just always happy. They think that the Lord and the Son is sweet, man. They think that the Lord has no wrath, no anger, no judgment besides, making people happy. Verse 23, and deceive themselves by their wicked deeds. And their wicked deeds, man, what you do, man, it has pissed the Most High off. So with you pissing him off and going against him, what happens? Judgment, man. and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not. Okay, he's not mean. He's not a murderer. He's not this. He's not that. The Most High don't bring judgment. That's Satan. Okay, it may be Satan, but guess who Satan's getting the order from? Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. That he is not, and knew not his ways. Why? Because you reject the ways. The Lord has his prophets on the streets right now telling you the right ways. But what do? You go to those 501c3 churches and get those false ways, man. But his law have they despised. Or we don't have to follow the law. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do that. We can eat pork sandwiches. We can eat pork chops, etc. Shrimp, crab, lobster. We can, commit adultery. We can do this. We can do that. But his law have they despised and denied his covenants, and in his statutes have they not been faithful and have not performed his works, man. So, hey, man, those that hate the Lord, he's going to repay them to their face. Okay, he's going to make you suffer, and then he's going to put you to death, man. Period, man. So that judgment, it's in the house of Israel, man. Okay, this is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And we see what the end is. Judgment, death, man. Okay, the Most High made this dude suffer. He had cops, a slave patrol, which were some Israelites. This is a modern day Roman thing right here. These are modern day, because everybody comes back in the same lot. So I'm pretty sure these niggas right here with these red beast was patrolled back in the Rome days, man. So the Lord is bringing the slave patrol upon this dude, whooped his ass, put him through all type of pain. He made him suffer before he put him to death, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not going to be sweet when he judge you, man. Okay, point blank, period, man. And for this scripture, I'm going to read it again. 1 Peter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And that's going to get real. That precept is going to get heavier when the Lord starts judging jakes that claim they're in the truth, that claim and profess that they fear and love and do the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That's going to, this precept right here is going to get more heavy at that time, man. Because as we see and as we know, our people are getting judged left and right, man. Okay? And as a matter of fact, to prove that the Lord is in control of everything, we're going to get two scriptures on that. I'm going to grab this one in Job, and then I'm going to grab another one, and we're going to close on out. Because it's the Lord that brought this judgment, man. It's fucked up. But hey, man, everything that Yahweh Shem Yahushua do is just, man. It's righteous, man. Okay? Because we don't know what this Jake did in his past lives, and we don't know what he was doing in this life, man. And again, nobody perishes being innocent, man. Okay? So this Jake was not innocent, man. Okay? Point blank, period, man. So this is the book of Job, chapter 12. And I'm going to start off at verse 9. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have wrought this, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing and the breath of all mankind. So the Lord wrought this. The Lord brought this upon this Jake, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai saw fit to do it this way. Okay? To do it this way. Point blank, period, man. So let's close out here. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16. I'm going to start off at verse 13. For thou hast power of life and death. Okay, and who is thou? That's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. For thou hast power of life and death. Thou leadest to the gates of hell and bringeth up again. Okay, so the Lord can, put you down and bring you up. Okay, he can put you to death and bring you forth to a new body. Okay, through your father's lineage, your pedigree. Verse 14. A man indeed killeth. So like a man indeed killeth through his malice. Okay, and that's also the Lord putting the spirit on that man to do that too. To place judgment upon that person that he's killing. A man indeed killeth through his malice, and the spirit, when it is gone forth, returneth not. neither the soul received up cometh again. But it is not possible, okay, listen, but it is not possible to escape thine hand. So it's not impossible to escape the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord did this, man. Point blank, period, man. The Lord set it up for it to happen like this, man. Okay? So nobody perishes being innocent, man. Point blank, period, man. Either you're going to get in order and come back to the Lord, repent, and do what he told you to do, or you're going to get judged, man. So Adawan Ratazah, man, I hope and I pray that this is edifying and uplifting to the true, sincere Aki and Wa Akwav. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.
Hospital on March 6 at 3:58 p.m. to admit him as a patient. State investigators were told he became combative during the admission process.